But they do that to start setting it up so that when they kill us, nobody says anything because no one cares. They see us as the problem. So that when other people come to America, they have no problem abusing and killing us as well when they come here. In a way, we do contribute to our own destruction by not waking up to see what's going on around us. They shut all of our stuff down. Media. Remember when they bought BET? We're about to get into that momentarily. But when they shut down BET, first thing they got rid of was Ed Gordon and Jack A. Reed, the news. They've gotten rid of our radio stations, so we can't communicate with each other. Like one of the white guys said, the worst thing we ever invented was the internet, because now these niggas are talking to each other from New York to LA. Here's what's up with our black media. Check this out.
Every major city in the United States used to have 2 main black radio stations. We're now down to 1. Atlanta, I think, is now 1. I'm not sure. And I'm not talking about the hip-hop young people stuff. I'm talking about grown folks, mature radio that followed the format of a BLS or Kiss FM. We used to have 2. Now we got 1. New York has 1. Miami was stripped of its secondary radio, so now we don't get Steve Harvey. We only get Tom Joyner. I'm not in Miami. I'm up in Broward, but we get Miami's radio. Originally from New York, lived in Atlanta. Same thing happening. Stripped of the contemporary jazz station. CD 101.9 in New York, canceled. Smooth Jazz in Atlanta, canceled. Down here, I haven't heard 1. We have a bunch of hip-hop garbage. It's not even hip-hop. It's trash. Because I don't consider any of this stuff hip-hop. I'm from the hip-hop generation, and none of this stuff is hip-hop. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's a mess. I'm very sad to see the demise of black radio. It's terrible what's happening. The demise of black radio was insane. It's just, killing everybody. Killing everything off. Killing all of our stuff. BET sold to Viacom years ago. Essence magazine, our media, sold to somebody else in the hands of other people. Sold. It's amazing. What's happening with our media? We've lost control of our music. We've lost control of our creativity in our music. We've lost control of our TV shows. We've lost control of our radio stations. They're trying to kill us. There is an assault. I guess what is this, the trade-off for Obama? The trade-off was we annihilate everything that gives you strength and culture, and we give you this man in the White House? Because I'm not understanding what's happening here and why we've lost control. I don't understand why we've lost control of our creativity, of our media, of our music, of our news, which news is a source of main information to keep the people aware of what's happening. So you cut our voices. Why? The thing is that behooves me is how we allowed this to happen. And for people to go and then just, we allow it. It's not even people. There's nobody to blame. You can't blame the white man. You allowed this to happen. We allowed it. So what's the strategy? I'm venting. I'm talking about it. What's the strategy? What is the strategy so this doesn't happen to us anymore? Is it independent radio? I guess that's the wave of the future anyway. Everybody's going internet.
Yeah. News is to keep the people of the community informed. We don't want you niggas knowing nothing. Don't want you to see us coming. It's sad. You can scroll and scroll and scroll and can't find a damn black movie on Netflix. But I want you to subscribe to my channel. Like the Democrats, I ain't gonna give you shit, but I want you to vote for me. How come we don't see black sitcoms anymore? WB, the CW. You know what they do? Is when they start these new channels to get their weight up, they run the black shows. Okay? That you don't see in today's media. Remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Moesha, the Parkers, 101, Bernie Mac Show, My Wife and Kids. Of course, the Cosby Show. Can't knock that. Can't forget it. the Hughleys, on and on. But nowadays, we ain't got nothing. There's Blackish, but it seems today that black shows are trying too hard to relate to too many audiences to please white folks. They do this to get their weight up. Martin, all of them. They bring these shows on. Then once they get their weight up, they got the views up. The Steve Harvey show was amazing. Loved it. Once they get their weight up on the WB and the CW and whatnot, now here comes Dawson's Creek, Twilight, the white shows. Now they don't give a damn about you anymore. I'm not really into chick stuff, but Girlfriends was a great show. But that's how they do us. They use us to get their weight up. See, they just use us. But of course we're going to watch because we don't have anything. Okay? You got nothing to watch. What black shows do you watch on television today? Used to love A Different World. These are some shows that I still watch today in syndication. Different World to me was better than The Cosby Show. We don't have none of that today. They get their weight up on our back, and then they switch over to a white audience. I always wonder why a lot of the successful blacks in Hollywood don't make their own production studios like Tyler Perry. I think Will and Jada have a production company, but no one has their own. All the billions of dollars out there in black entertainment world, Jay-Z and these people, no one has their own. I don't understand that. You could be producing your own shows. They should be making their own production and distribution companies. It shouldn't be that hard since they're in the industry and have knowledge of the industry. I've been saying this all along. How come black folk ain't doing their own thing with all the money that you have? Maybe it's the Illuminati and they don't allow you to do that. I've heard tell that once you hit a certain level, that you can't help your people, like the Jews, the Asians. You can't help black people. The Oprah Winfreys, the Jay-Z's of the world. You notice when Oprah went to build a school, bad as a school was needed in Chicago, Illinois. Go Bears, baby. Won our preseason game against Kansas City. But yeah. Oprah had to travel all the way to Africa to build her school for girls. Now, they say it was just a sex trap for all these perverts, Weinstein and the guy who got killed in prison. But you didn't hear that from me. Okay. In living color. Yeah, she had to go all the way across the water to open up a school for those people. Because from what I understand, once you hit a certain level in America as a black person, you can't do shit for your own people. And once you get a taste of that money and that lifestyle, you ain't finna rock the boat.
For a full video, but I'm finna tell you why that when black people, or let me stop using that word, when Hebrew people become successful, why they don't come back to our neighborhoods and to make sure that our neighborhoods are okay. Well, these basketball players, football players, movie producers, movie actors, all the people that are in the ball of the system signs a contract. That contract specifically states that they cannot go back and assist their counterparts, which are their brothers and sisters, anybody that looks like them. Doctors, lawyers, everyone signs the same contract to keep us in a negative situation And what a lot of you guys don't know is the laws that they're governed by is not our laws. So the reason why we don't get our brothers and sisters, our counterparts, the men, the black men and women that become successful to come back to our neighborhoods and to invest in us is because they're taught that. Their lawyers teach them that. Their accountants teach them that. The schools that they're around teach them that. The people they encounter teach them that. Why you think black men only date certain cultural women? Because they look at it as, oh, now I'm not black anymore. I'm them. So now I have the same status as them. No, you don't. You're still a nigga. You just a part that they can use to manipulate the people. But you still go back to your home in the suburbs while a lot of us go back to the ghettos and the hoods. Thought that a lot of these successful people don't even buy their parents' homes. Call it none of that. They don't go back for nothing. They won't even go back to visit their mother and father because, see, they are ashamed of how they came up. But
we should be making our own characters and not the same BET stereotypical characters over and over again. And don't be like the others trying to wow weak-minded people with special effects because your story is garbage. You know, when Soul Food came out, there was no action. There was nothing exploding. Action movies is what I like. Action and comedies. It was just a nice movie about black folk that you didn't have to put no white people in. Remember, they told you black stuff don't sell. And Black Panther became the #1 movie in the Marvel, I don't know, hero sphere. See what they tell you? It comes down to this. Black people ain't shit because white people told you you ain't shit. White people are superior because white people told you they're superior. We need our own. Now, I remember when that movie Red Tails came out about the black pilots back in World War II.